Hello. Good to see you. Wednesday night. We're doing great because it's bump day time.
This eye keeps crying
Just right now,
just for a little bit. I don't know why it
you
keeps
can't
crying.
be crying. We're on camera.
Just this eye is crying.
All right. Well, might be a short one here because we just feel like kind of chilling and hanging out. But, is your hair okay?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Is your eye okay?
I just laying down before this.
Did Zeke help you do your hair?
Yeah.
Zeke pretty much always has a nasty, matted, it's not nasty. It's just a
Nothing about
forest.
a kid is nasty.
A forest of something in the back of his head. That's why I said it's not nasty. He was a trooper today at the office a lot. Laura was helping out, being a champ, helping us take care of people and run the show over there. So that was great. But that did mean he was over there a lot after being up really late last night, after not napping very well. So it got pretty shady, which is also why we got Chipotle.
Again.
Not again. It was like weeks
It's been
ago.
A couple weeks.
Weeks ago, we had a Chipotle on a bump day, so I thought that was kind of funny.
Maybe it should be our weekly date night. And this eye keeps crying.
All right, we might have to cancel the bump date for the eye situation. This is Laura's Chipotle. She pulls the burrito out of the wrapper, and I'm like, that's the size of a child.
It's huge.
This is only half.
It's huge.
They don't mess around.
Anyway.
Life is good. We had a fun Labor Day. Hope you guys did too. Lots of sunshine. I know you're sick of it and ready for it to be cool, so you can wear scarves.
Ready for it to be cooler. Not just so I can wear scarves, but I don't like any maternity clothes when it's hot. Summer maternity clothes is horrible.
Pumpkin spice is here though, so we're getting close to fall.
Yeah, but I don't even want it because it's hot.
Yeah, and really, I mean, with all the pregnant moms we take care of at the office, I don't think any of them really like summer and hot and sweating. It's just never comfortable.
When you have an extra layer because your pants go up to your boobs, it's not comfortable. Have you ever worn pants that went up to your boobs?
Nothing about that sounds comfortable.
It's not. Call them boob pants.
It's going downhill fast. We need to wrap this up ASAP.
I think that's so funny.
Boob pants?
Yeah.
Man,
new
special bump day here. Week 20, halfway, kind of, 20 out of 40-ish.
I must say it's halfway because it makes me feel better.
Those first 2 weeks, like we talked about, you're not really pregnant. But on our counting of 20 to 40, we're halfway. So we get points for that. Hanging out at the family camp over the weekend was fun. We went on a hike with some of the other cousins and their kiddos down an old railroad tunnel, which was pretty cool. The bad part was coming back, we tried to take a little shortcut down a rocky, grassy, a little bit muddy hill, and she wiped out a little bit. So that's
down and go boom.
That's been feeling a little bit sore, which thankfully we were able to check her out and went back to the camp and makeshift chiropractic table on the bed, do some analysis. Thankfully, I know kind of her stuff that's going on after dealing with her for just a couple of years here. Dealing with. But we were able to do some stuff at the camp there and then get her adjusted here, and we're feeling a little bit better, but had some weird stuff like your round ligaments kept feeling really tight and some of that front of the belly pulling.
When I yawn too big, my round ligaments
hurts the belly a little bit, those core muscles.
Yeah, so that's been rough this week. Just feeling
a little extra beat up.
But could be because I slept a little bit, or it could be because I'm 20 weeks pregnant and my body just crap balance and my everything is starting to be a little bit sore.
The saddest part of the whole situation, because your hand had a little cut on it. Though, oh man, there's a video we need to share with Thrive Tribe. Putting peroxide on Laura's hand is one of the best activities. Man, I haven't even watched that video, but she just loses it.
I handle labor better. I wish I was joking, but I
Yeah.
really hate that feeling of like the stinging feeling.
It was just like you were freaking out before we even started
I
it.
feel like it gives me
Like
anxiety.
you completely lost
I don't know how to
ability to like think clearly or reason or be calm.
I don't know how to process that kind of pain.
It was fantastic. I haven't even watched the video yet, so we're gonna have to check that out. I don't know how we're really gonna show you all, but that needs to be on the internet.
Anyway, the saddest part of the situation was that Andrew was wearing Zeke on his back.
I was carrying Zeke, and we were watching her come down.
And Zeke saw me fall, and he cried and cried and cried. He was so sad. He just
immediately started screaming. And okay, this wasn't like she tumbled down the hill. We were like, you're coming sideways down, and just her foot slipped out a little bit, so she kind of like landed back on her bum.
I just messed up my sacrum a little bit.
Yeah, she just like slipped backwards a little bit and landed on the ground. So it wasn't like she was rolling down the hill, but that
would be funny that you thought I was rolling down the hill.
Yeah, I thought we know.
Andrew's just watching me roll down the hill.
No, not true. Small hill, small slip, but he still was so sad.
He lost his mind.
It was kind of precious.
For like 20 minutes, he wouldn't stop crying. And now every time he sees my hand, he says, "Mama, boo boo, boo boo," and he gets really upset again. So
he's precious.
That was sad.
We love him.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that's been happening. We're all kind of tired from the weekend, so it's been weird getting back into things.
Yeah. I
have not worked out at all this week.
Tried. You're supposed to go Tuesday, but you were feeling a little sore. Today, she's kind of moved on from the 5:30 a.m. classes for the most part.
It's rough to...
Are you going tomorrow?
I don't know.
Some of our CrossFit Right crew that's watching needs to step up here and get her going.
I just get so tired after all of that, and then I have to be awake for so much longer for the day after that. So CrossFit was easier to maintain last pregnancy when I didn't have a toddler that I had to juggle the schedule with.
Everything was easier.
Yes, but like I could go to a 9:30 class and not take my kid, or a noon class and not take my kid. Where now, if I want to work out, I have to work out at 5:30 in the morning. And when you're pregnant, well, no human being really wants to work out at that time. But when you're pregnant, like sleep is really important.
Sleep's always been the most important thing for you.
Yeah. And whenever you're just getting fat anyway, and like no matter what you do, you're just going to keep getting bigger.
That is not a Thrive endorsed philosophy.
It's just kind of hard to convince yourself to wake up so early in the morning to just get just a little less chubby that week, not extra chubby.
Working out for you has never been about like not getting chubby.
I know, but now I can't even push myself. It's a whole mental game.
Remember, we're gonna talk this out right now.
I don't want to.
Remember how
I want to
strongly you felt about how like easy it was bouncing back though, because you stayed active throughout pregnancy.
I know, but that's future Laura's problem.
You need to be nicer to future Laura sometimes. She needs some
future
love.
Laura really likes when past Laura does crock pots or meal prep.
That's the only time you can really help future Laura.
So happy.
Like and the entire day, you're just so happy because you.
When I remember, I get really excited, and I think this would be the same situation if it wasn't so far in the future. Like that's really future Laura.
Like 6 months.
Because that's a whole other Laura. So I do really need to just continue. Not even you don't have to do CrossFit. You just continue being active. Yeah. And so
one of these days you must start yoga, stray dog.
So I just need to find what works for me, because it's okay if a 5:30 a.m. CrossFit class doesn't work for me. I'm not going to push my body to make it work because it worked with the last kid, which I'm becoming okay with. So I need to, just figure out what works with this kid and with our new schedule in life with owning a business now. And last time we didn't. And so I just need to figure out the new and improved pregnant
New challenges. Need to be nicer to future Laura, though.
Yeah. So
she's gonna be real.
Maybe by bump date 21, I'll have an idea. Okay, bump date 22, I'll have an idea of what a new weekly activity level.
Yeah.
Routine
Well, it'll probably help once it stops being the hottest it has been all year.
Yeah.
You can do walks in the middle of the day.
I did a lot of walks with Zeke when I was pregnant with Zeke.
Right now, you don't even want to.
I don't want to go outside.
Like, you can't even get to take the dog outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. So
fitness is important.
Yeah.
Not just for having a healthy pregnancy, but being able to bounce back. Every time we're talking to a mom, one of the big goals for them is getting back to normal life afterwards, whether it's your first kid or your third or fifth. You need to be able to heal from birth and take care of everything else that's still going on, which ideally you've got postpartum doula support, you've got amazing spouse support, family, things like that. So you have time to bond with your baby and rest and recover. But life, at some point, life is going to continue on, and the better you take care of yourself at the end of pregnancy, the quicker it's going to be to get back to what you want to be.
Yeah. And your future.
Talking to future Laura.
Your future self will thank you.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts?
That's it.
Thanks for hanging out.
I'm going to go back and lay on the couch, and we're going to watch an episode of The Office before we go to sleep.
That's true. It's true.
It's one of those days.
Best show ever. Football's starting this week.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, guys. I'm ending this thing. Have a good night.